Alright, this is the 3 levels of fat loss. So the reason I've drawn this out is because when people are trying to lose weight, like myself, they tend to focus on training, cardio, and sports, and they're making a big mistake when they do so. They're neglecting the first 2 sections, the foundation and the next level up. So most people are spending all their time at the top and ignoring the bottom. Why fat loss feels complicated is because you're up here. You see supplements, you see ice baths, Oura rings, Apple watches, Whoop bands. You see people signing up for marathons. You see running clubs all the time now. For forever, we've seen fat burners and stuff marketed as fat burning supplements. Think about it like this, the industry sells you level 3 solutions for level 1 problems. So you don't need to optimize anything before you get the basics covered. We start at the foundation, the bottom of the pyramid. This is the only thing really, if we're talking strictly fat loss, that matters. You need to be in a calorie deficit. Doesn't matter what workout you do, how much protein shakes you're taking. If you're not in a calorie deficit, you will not lose fat. Every diet tries to sell you that it's a magic thing, but every single diet that is effective because of this. You're eating more calories than you burn. Basically, every day you have a certain amount of calories to keep you alive. If you go under this number, your body goes and finds more energy as stored fat. And that's how we lose weight. Every successful weight loss journey points back to a calorie deficit. They might not know they did it, but they 100% did. Even the weight loss medication nowadays makes you have a calorie deficit. It makes you eat less, makes your appetite go away. So then you're left in a deficit, so you burn fat. All right, we'll move on to the next level. So think about, have you ever seen anybody lose a ton of weight and they don't look good or healthy at the end of it? They just look like a bag of bones, they look a bit ill. That's because they've neglected level 2, protein and weights. So the reason we have a protein target is because we want to preserve the muscle we have and maybe even gain some muscle. And then we do the weight training for the same reason. We don't want to lose any muscle on this journey. This is what gives you that toned look you're after, whereas just being in a calorie deficit, like I said, might leave you looking like a bag of bones. So think of this is what gets results, this is what makes you look better. And then the last level up here is the fitness side of things. You can do this from day 1 if you want, but don't do it as your only plan to lose weight, because it won't happen. You'll be frustrated that you're jogging all the time and you've got shin splints and no weight has dropped at all. So the good news, if you hate running or anything like that, it's not mandatory. You can get perfect results with just level 1 and 2. People rely on this as a crutch and they spend far too much time in the gym on a treadmill than they should just literally focusing on the food intake. Obviously, improving your cardiovascular health is a good thing. So I would, especially when you've started losing a few pounds, go up to level 3 and test some things out. You might want to try some rock climbing, some jiu-jitsu, some kickboxing, something that's not the boring stuff that's down here. Something a little bit extra that's going to keep you going. Because we want the journey to be fun as well, we don't just want to do stuff that you don't like. And obviously getting fitter, it's going to improve your cardio health, your lungs, your health, your endurance, your fitness, your work capacity, and it will make life a lot easier. So how to use the pyramid. If you are a beginner, if you've got a lot of weight like myself to lose, you start just here. This is what you think about most of the time. Level 1 is calorie deficit and walk. Walking is your exercise. Level 2 is most people. We're going to start with protein and weights. So remember, we always have the foundation with us. So we have calorie deficit, protein and weights. And you don't have to go to the gym every single day. Just 2 strength sessions a week is enough. We're not trying to be Ronnie Coleman. We're just trying to look a little bit better, lose a bit of fat. Last level, if you so choose to do it, you can do calorie deficit, protein and weights 2 times a week or more, and running, biking, boxing, whatever you choose. Just add some things you find fun and you'll basically have the best time. So the point of this whole pyramid was to outline. Instead of just hanging out at the top, remember we have a foundation to build upon. To get the results you really want, if you're spending all your time up here and you've neglected this, don't be surprised with the results you're not going to get, even though it feels like you're putting a lot of effort and a lot of work into it.